Hey everyone, welcome to our very first BT5 Digimon game on the channel. Here I am playing Lilith Loop against famous Digituber and Twitch streamer Max Tapera and his green Herc Nidhogg deck. I must say I've never played against Max before, but it was an absolute pleasure playing against him. We had a few matches that night and it was pretty good, pretty tight, pretty close. You guys should definitely check out all his socials, which I'll leave in the description. That being said, let's go ahead and get this gameplay started. He started with an egg into a Digimon into a Weedmon for 1. I'm starting with Demimera into Labramon, into Vilemon, just to choke him back at 1 memory. The Lilith Loop deck is a deck that I've been testing quite a bit. I don't feel like I'm perfect with the deck because the deck requires a lot of skill. Like, you have to worry about, in the early game, getting the cards into the graveyard while keeping advantage in your favor as much as possible without keeping the opponent from killing you. And then you gotta set up your loop. And it can get pretty messy at times sometimes. He goes into Argamon and I go into Vilemon, and then I just choke him back at 1 of the Labramon on play, to draw a card and discard a card. There is 1 card in the trash, and we have 9 to go. I don't really like the idea of him having his limited copy of Argamon on the field like that, just lying around chilling, but there's nothing I can do about it. He has just a Yokomon, evolves into Lalamon on his breeding area, and I think he's just deciding what to do next. He's going into a Gargomon, going to 0 memory drawing, and he's going to try to kill me essentially and kill all my resources before I get a chance to loop, because once purple loops, it's really too late. And he knows that. I've already played him below loop once this evening, and he knows. He knows. He goes into Blossomon for 3 and ends his turn. I go and hatch a Demimera, evolve into Maramon for 1 draw. I remember drawing that Gazimon being like, thank God, because I didn't have a level 3 in my hand. It was just kind of lucky that I happened to draw it at that particular moment in time. I go into another Maramon for 1, draw a card, and here you see me thinking, and I just play the Takumi Aiba that I drew. Again, it leaves him at 1 memory, which is always valuable, and now whenever I start evolving, I start drawing. And if for some reason he wants to attack with level 3s, he'll lose a memory each time he does so. But he's not all about that life. He swings with the Argamon, and I decide to block, because right now, based on his stack, it's a trade. And I think he knew that, and I think he just wanted to get it out of the way, which makes sense. I do get the Demimera where I get to draw and discard, so I discarded another Maramon, it looks like. Man, a lot of Maramons on the field right now. Lots of fire, lots of purple fire. He's swinging again with the Blossomon, and unfortunately it dies too late, Digimon, leaving him without a creature on board now, and that puts me in a pretty good position. He plays Tentomon, leaving me at 2, reveals a card and adds it to hand. Not bad, that Tentomon's never bad on play, right? We're bringing out the Maramon, and at this point I have 5 cards in trash, it looks like. Theoretically I can get the rest of the cards in the trash right now if I choose to, but that would lose me my board, and, it's not great. I go into Black Wargrowlmon for 3, pass over the turn, not before drawing a card with Takumi. Having a card like Takumi in a combo deck, like purple, so good. So much draw. He just goes and he hatches, he swings. I did it in the opposite order, but it doesn't really matter. He's just funsies. He evolves into Palmon, draws a card, goes into Kabuterimon, and yep. That passes over the turn because Takumi Aiba drained him of memory. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but he did tackle level 3. And I think he did that just to choke me back, and that's honestly fine. Probably the best play in that particular situation. I go and hatch, evolve into Demivimon. Then I use Black Wargrowlmon's Digiburst 3, which lets me bring back a level 3 from the trash. And I'm here thinking, bring back Gazimon. I was thinking in my brain I'd bring back Lavamon and use the effect, but Black Wargrowlmon does negate the on-play. So Gazimon is just the best option. And that fuels up more cards in my trash. I should have 8 cards in my trash now, so we're almost in loop range. And here I'm just considering what my options are, right? Oh, I have 9 cards in trash, even better. 1 card away. 1 card away. And there's so much to do. Ideally, I know my hand, and I'm trying to set up the loop with an Anubismon on field, because if I can get the loop and Anubismon on field, it's basically auto-win. I just go and evolve into the Lilithmon and pass over the turn, drawing a card with Takumi as well. Now Lilithmon's on the field, and 9 cards in trash. Max knows some shit's gonna go down, right? So he's in a situation where he needs to try to kill me. He has to try to kill me. He doesn't really have a choice. He also needs to try to stick a big freaking Digimon in the field, because he hasn't been able to do that all game. By the way, chat, just use a little intermission to advertise myself. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We're almost at 10,000 subs, and I really want to get there. So if you guys could do that, that would be fantastic. Subbing just makes things ever so nice. Here, we're just socializing, and we're just he's kind of figuring out what play he wants to do. I see he has multiple Nidhogg's in play. Nidhogg wouldn't be a bad play right now, because, I mean, it's, okay, so, like, it's not bad because it's going to spin some stuff, but at the same time, it's going to put that 10th card in my trash because the Meramon has something underneath it. But I think he's going to end up going for it anyway, because Nidhogg does put him in a very strong situation. And, like, at that point in time, next turn he can just Chaos Mon me if he really wants to. And Chaos Moning over the Lilith before I get combo is a potential play. And it's a play that kind of just scares me a little bit, right? Yeah, he's thinking about every option in his hand right now. I don't blame him. This is a tough situation. It's tough. He goes into the Lila for 3, putting me to 0 memory, him to 0 memory. And at this point, does he just go for the Nidhogg and try to, you know, gain the board position so I don't kill him easier? I think that's what he's deciding to do right now. But I'll have to take a second and figure that out. I also know at this point in the call too, I think one of the Gaia Force Gaming guys dropped in the call as well, so I think we were just talking with him. There might have been some of that going on, and Max was streaming as well, talking to an audience. I was just playtesting him for fun to kind of test the format. So there's a lot going on. I know he just wants to make the absolute best play possible, and he does go for the Nidhogg. Does put the 10th card in trash. Now I'm at 5 memory. Can I do combo? Is truly the question here. Can I win this turn? Is kind of what I'm trying to figure out in my hand. I'm looking at my hand, I'm just like, oh, what do I got? What do I got here? I do have Lilithmon, so we're off to a good start. And Takumi. So I go for Devimon. I draw 2 cards, one thanks to Evolve, one thanks to Takumi. God, Takumi, he's such a broken card. My goodness. Go to Jack Raid. Gain a memory for having 10 in trash, and then 2 more thanks to Lilithmon's effect. Again, really broken card. We evolve for Skull Meramon for 2. Do I have the Anubismon? I do have the Anubismon, so I'm going to draw. And then we're going to use Anubismon's effect to bring back probably Labramon. Yeah, we're definitely doing Labramon. Draw 1, discard 1. No biggie. And now in hand, we do have the Mega Digimon Fusion, which will let us make an Omnimon Zwart for free. And now, Omnimon Zwart is going to mill 3, bring back 2 creatures from the graveyard, and those creatures are going to have Rush, thanks to Anubismon. And we have potentially lethal on board, assuming that not everything dies. Because we do have the Black Wargroundmon Inheritable, which lets us delete a Digimon we have to get a second attack to unsuspend the Omnimon Zwart. So what needs to happen is I need to attack with all my little guys, not hit any needle sprays or follow cannons or anything like that, and something needs to survive so that Zwart can attack twice. It has the risk of potentially, if I run into all strong things, I lose my whole board state, and that could be very bad because I wouldn't kill him. So I measured the risk. I decided to go for it. So the first Lady Devimon dies to security. Then we go with probably Labramon next, because I don't care about Labramon here. Yeah, Labramon's swinging in, and we'll see what that hits. Labramon hits the Herc. That's dead too. So now I'm really thinking about my plays. Like, do I just want to hold off a turn? But I know he's got Chaos. He probably has Chaosmon in his hand. You know, he probably has Chaosmon in hand. I really also do get blown out by Chaosmon here. So I think I do end up deciding to just swing. Knowing that Chaosmon could come down and ruin my day if I don't go for it. And yeah, we're definitely considering it. Also at this point in time, Max's chat pointed out that I should have lost a memory because of Takumi, because I attacked with level 3. We both completely forgot about it. But it's all good. We caught it. So Lady Devi swings. Lady Devi survives. And now, assuming there's no needle sprays or flower cans and anything like that, we have game. We use Zwart's effect, returning Lilithmon to hand, and then we use the Black Wargrowl Inheritable, deleting the Lady Devi to stand him back up. So it deals a damage. and then Zwart swings in again, and Anubismon for game. Anubismon in this deck is crazy. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.